Pakistan and India are nuclear neighbors, and they are actively flirting with retaliation. Russia and Ukraine are still locked in attrition. Gaza, Sudan, Taiwan, Ethiopia. And since February 2026, the United States and Israel are at war with Iran. The Strait of Hormuz is closed. Oil prices are at a 4-year high. A war that was projected to last 4 weeks is now frozen, deadlocked, and approaching $50 billion in cost. And behind every single headline, the same question appears: why can't we just have peace? Let's break the first illusion. Peace is not the natural state. Equilibrium is. And sometimes equilibrium demands violence. War is not about evil. It is not about heroism. It is not about ideology. War is an evolutionary mechanism. It is a civilization's pressure valve. It appears when diplomacy collapses, when perception fails, when control disintegrates. It is not a glitch, it is a process. It is older than writing, older than nations. It is a language spoken by those who have no options, or by those who understand that war is what creates options. One side calls it liberation, the other calls it invasion. Both bury their dead, both claim righteousness. But war does not care about any of that. It does not validate your intentions, it simply executes your logistics. Napoleon said it clearly: a soldier will fight long and hard for just a bit of colored ribbon. When loyalty fades, war is the fastest tool available to rebuild it. Machiavelli refined it further: a prince must learn how not to be good. So remove the emotion, look at the mechanism. Nations go to war when peace becomes more dangerous or simply less profitable than conflict itself. To unify a fragmented population with a shared enemy, to test weapons and military doctrine in live conditions, to redirect domestic unrest outward, to reset economies through destruction and reconstruction, to seize lithium, oil, ports, data, to maintain the perception of power, to destabilize competitors at arm's length, to justify surveillance, propaganda, and militarization. This is not theory, this is documented history, and it is repeating right now. Look at Iran. The war was projected to last 4 to 5 weeks. It was launched during active negotiations. The Strait of Hormuz, one of the most critical shipping corridors on the planet, is closed. Every bullet fired is revenue. Every disrupted oil route is leverage. Every prolonged conflict is a construction contract, an arms deal, a surveillance budget renewed. Victory was never the goal. Perpetual conflict is. Humans are tribal. Research in social psychology has demonstrated this consistently. We default to in-group loyalty and out-group suspicion the moment our identity is threatened. This was once just a survival mechanism. Now it is weaponized for ideology, for identity, for profit. War reactivates what civilization paused. Nature resumes. In the 21st century, war has evolved. It is not fought only by soldiers anymore. It is fought by drones, proxy militias, cyber operations, economic sanctions, media manipulation, and AI-guided surveillance. There is no front line. There is no formal declaration. You are already inside the war before you even recognize it as one. You are told that war is about honor, about patriotism, about sacrifice, and sometimes that is true. But ask yourself just one question: is your sacrifice being used, or is it being respected? Are you dying for meaning or for machinery? If you do not understand the true cause, you are not a soldier. You are fuel. War is not a demon. It is not a god. It is not a crime. It is not a virtue. War is a force, and forces do not apologize. They simply express. History repeats because consciousness repeats. The same speeches, the same justifications, the same lies, just rebranded. Until war is understood, not as glory, not as tragedy, but as a system, It will not end. War is not evil. War is not good. It is simply possible. And the more we lie to ourselves about its nature, the more it thrives. Do not worship it. Do not fear it. Understand it. That is where sovereignty begins.